Hello everyone, welcome to EduTap and welcome to NABARD ARD static series through MCQs. Students, this will be the second last video of the series and if you were being following the series, आपने notice भी नहीं किया होगा आपने 100 plus questions अभी तक कर लिए हैं and that too which are important for exam point of view because जो भी topics यहाँ पे पढ़ाए गए थे आपको इस series में वो सारे ही PYQs के basis पे ही बनाए गए थे राइट तो अगर आप लोगों ने अभी तक ये सीरीज फॉलो की है बहुत अच्छी बात है आपने कम से कम 100+ क्वेश्चंस अभी तक प्रैक्टिस कर लिए हैं तो दिस इज द सेकंड लास्ट वीडियो ऑफ द सीरीज एंड द टॉपिक ऑफ डिस्कशन इज एग्रीकल्चर इकोनॉमिक्स ओके so in this video we will be discussing about agriculture economics. What is agriculture economics? Then we will be discussing about the production factor of production and we'll be discussing a very important law of agriculture economics. So first, let's start our video with the question that I had given you in the previous video, which was, in which type of extension education method tours for farmers are conducted to convince and provide them with an opportunity of seeing the result of new practice? Options are exhibition, field tour, camping, group discussion, none of the above. Okay. Now student, you have to see the language of question, that is tour for farmer are conducted to convince and provide them with the opportunity of seeing the result of new practice. Okay, हमने ये discuss किया था that it will be your field tour method. Okay, in field tour method farmers को new practice को दिखाने के लिए लेके जाया जाता है through field tours. Okay, now moving on to the today's topic, that is agriculture economics. Students, agriculture economics is your study of allocation, distribution and utilization of resources, okay, used along with the commodities produced by farmers. So basically agriculture economics hai kya? It is the study of allocation, distribution and utilization of resources used along with the commodities produced by farming. ठीक है, एग्रीकल्चर की बात हो रही है तो मतलब फार्मिंग की बात हो रही है, तो जो भी फार्मिंग में हमारे जो रिसोर्सेज है उसका एलोकेशन, डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन एंड यूटिलाइजेशन अलॉन्ग विद द जो प्रोडक्ट्स बन रहे हैं, जो प्रोड्यूस बन रहा है फार्मिंग में, उसके स्टडी को बोलते हैं एग्रीकल्चर इकोनॉमिक्स. ओके, नाउ I think this thing is clear to you. What is agriculture economics? Okay. Now let us discuss what are the factor of production. Okay. अब कोई भी चीज़ है, किसी चीज़ को प्रोड्यूस करने के लिए बहुत सारे फैक्टर्स रिस्पॉन्सिबल होते हैं. ठीक है. Similarly in economics there are 4 factor of productions. Okay. Basically there are 4 factor of production which are your land. Okay, first factor of production is your land, then second is your labor, then it is capital and entrepreneur. Okay. So these are the 4 factor of production: land, labor, capital and entrepreneur. Okay. So basically अब इनका meaning क्या होता है? What are these factor of production? So land constitute of all your natural resources, okay, which is freely available in nature, like your forest, like your land, like your water, everything, water resources, everything. These are your natural resources and they are called as land. Okay, in agriculture these factor of production is known as land, okay, which is naturally available, all the resources which is naturally available to you. Okay, then we have next factor of production, that is your labor. Labor is your human input. Okay, whatever the human input you are using to produce any particular thing, okay, any particular product, so that is your labor. That factor of production is your labor. Okay, human input, whatever the human input you are applying, that is your labor factor of production. Moving on to the next is your capital. Okay, the important factor of production, capital, because it is money, it constitute your money as well as capital goods. Okay, all your money as well as your capital goods is your factor of production, which come under capital factor of production. Clear? Now moving on to the next, which is your entrepreneur. Okay, so basically student, your entrepreneur organizes these factors and take risk to produce a particular thing. Okay, so this is the fourth factor of production, in which the entrepreneur is organizing the factor of productions and taking risk. Okay, so these were the four factor of production which are very important and you must know what are these. Okay, now let us discuss the questions. Dash is the study of the allocation, distribution and utilization of the resources used along with the commodities produced by farming. Options are agriculture extension, agriculture economics, farm economics, none of the above. Okay, फार्मिंग की बात की गई है. वी हैव डिस्कस्ड एलोकेशन, डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन एंड यूटिलाइजेशन ऑफ रिसोर्सेज यूज्ड. दैट इज योर agriculture economics. Right answer is your agriculture economics. Okay, now moving on to next question. Which among the following factor of production organizes the factors and take risk? Okay, कौन सा ऐसा फैक्टर ऑफ प्रोडक्शन है जो फैक्टर ऑफ प्रोडक्शन को ऑर्गेनाइज करता है एंड टेक रिस्क? सो राइट आंसर फॉर दिस विल बी योर entrepreneur. Got it? We have discussed 4 factors and right answer will be entrepreneur. Moving on to the next, which is your all the natural resources belong to which factor of production? Okay, options are land, labor, capital, entrepreneur, none of the above. Okay, we have discussed that all your natural resources belong to the land, which is called as land, the factor of production which is land. All the naturals belongs to this factor of production. Correct? Now moving on to the next, that is law of diminishing return. I have told you that we will be discussing a very important law of agriculture economics, that is law of diminishing return. Now law of diminishing return क्या है? Let's see. It is basically इन्वेस्टमेंट इन पर्टिकुलर एरिया. ओके, कभी भी जब हम किसी पर्टिकुलर एरिया में इन्वेस्टमेंट करते हैं, ओके, इंक्रीजेज द रेट ऑफ प्रॉफिट फ्रॉम द इन्वेस्टमेंट. ओके, हमने इन्वेस्टमेंट किया, रेट ऑफ प्रॉफिट बढ़ा, बट टू अ सर्टेन पॉइंट. ओके, it cannot continue to increase if other variable remain constant. Okay, now we have discussed 4 factor of production, that is your land, labor, okay, your capital, your entrepreneur. Okay, factor of production सही है ये. अब अगर ये बोल रहा है इस लॉ के अकॉर्डिंग स्टूडेंट्स, ऐसा होता है कि अगर आप जो भी फैक्टर ऑफ प्रोडक्शन है या फिर जो भी आपके वेरिएबल्स है, आप कोई चीज प्रोड्यूस, लाइक फार्मर्स हैं. ओके, लेट्स टेक एग्जांपल ऑफ अ फार्मर. एक फार्मर है, मान लो वो राइस की खेती कर रहा है, ही इज प्रोड्यूसिंग राइस. सो व्हाट ही नीड लैंड, ही नीड फर्टिलाइजर, ही नीड pesticides and everything. Okay, so now what is happening, he is before he was using less fertilizer what is recommended for a particular land. Okay, particular unit of land. तो उसके बाद क्या हो रहा था कि उसने अपना जो है फर्टिलाइजर का डोज बढ़ाया. ही सॉ दैट द जो यील्ड है वो बढ़ी, पर्टिकुलर यील्ड बढ़ी, बट जैसे जैसे वो बढ़ाता गया, ही सॉ दैट एट अ पर्टिकुलर पॉइंट इट डिड नॉट इंक्रीजेस. ओके, रादर इट डिक्रीजेस. ओके, अदर कांस्टेंट, अदर वेरिएबल्स आर कांस्टेंट. सी, जो भी और वेरिएबल, लैंड कांस्टेंट है, ओके, लेबर कांस्टेंट है, एवरीथिंग इज कांस्टेंट, बट ही इज जस्ट इंक्रीजिंग द फर्टिलाइजर. ओके, so that is your law of diminishing return. Whenever the investment is increasing a profit at a particular rate but to a certain point. Okay, now let us discuss this through a graph. See, this is a graph for law of diminishing return. So here in the is this axis we have total input and in y axis we have total output. Okay, so whenever farmer is increasing something, so पहले क्या हुआ, उसकी yield बढ़ी. Okay, and this is the most productive phase. It is known as stage 1. Okay, then moving on to the point कि जहाँ पे वो point of diminishing return आया. Diminishing return means यहाँ पे अब maximum उसका yield आ गई है. इसके बाद if he increases his investment in fertilizer further, he will get the profit. Okay, but at diminishing return. Okay, now we will be understanding this through example in the next slide. Okay, for now you must know that there comes a point which is point of diminishing return. Okay, then whatever return he is getting is diminishing return. Okay, and then after diminishing return there comes a point of maximum yield. Okay, now he has reached a point where that particular land which is constant has given him maximum yield. Okay, and now again if he add more fertilizer to that land, he will get negative yield. Okay, now he will be getting negative returns. Okay, so that is your law of diminishing return. Now let us discuss all the stages. This was stage 1, this was stage 2, and this was stage 3. Okay, now we will discuss all these stages through example. Now if for instance this is a farmer. Okay, he is applying fertilizer to his land. Okay, see here each unit input leads to productive return, the rate of return is increasing. For example, okay, the farmer is applying 100 kg urea, okay, in his land. Okay, say for instance he has 1 hectare land. Okay, he is applying 100 kg urea. Now he saw that this amount of urea is not giving him maximum yield. Okay, he just went to scientists, he asked them what is the recommended dose. Okay, then he started to increase. Okay, he started to increase, he went for 125 kg urea. Okay, and from 1 hectare he was getting yield of 1 ton for say. Okay, then after adding 125 kg urea, he was getting from the same land he was getting 2 ton. Okay, if he further increases to 150 kg, okay, urea, he got 3 ton. Now you can see that whenever he is increasing the investment in fertilizer, the rate of profit is also increasing. Okay, this is your first stage. Okay, this is your first stage, whenever the investment is increasing your rate of profit. Okay, now let's move on to the next second stage. Now what happened? The farmers become greedy and he thought ki if he will be adding more, he will get more return. Now he started adding 175 kg, okay, urea, but this time he got the profit of only 3.5 tons. Okay, again he added urea of, for instance, he's added 200 kg urea, but the profit now he gets only 4 ton. Now you can see the rate of profit here was more than here. Now this is your diminishing return. Okay, whenever you are not getting that kind of, whenever the increase in the profit is not like in your first stage. Okay, there is an increase in yield, but not at that rate which the farmer was achieving in the first stage. So now he has achieved a maximum point of yield, that is 4 ton. Now this stage, whenever he was adding the same amount, but the yield was not increasing at that rate. So that is your stage 2. Okay, this was the stage 2. Now moving on to the this was stage 2, where each unit of input lead to productive return, but decreasing rate, at a decreasing rate, not at an increasing rate. Now moving on to stage 3. Now what happens? He thought ki why should not I just add more fertilizer, maybe he will get more. Okay, now he started adding more fertilizer, like he started adding 250 kg urea. Now he get only 4.1 ton. Okay, then he started 300 kg urea. Now you can see the productivity is declining. Okay, he got only 4 ton. Then after adding 350 kg urea, he get 3.5 tons. Okay, now you can see the productivity is the yield is declining, the profit is declining. So that is the stage 3. Okay, this is the stage 3. What is stage 3? Productivity do not increase at all. It start decreasing, become negative at certain point of time. A farmer should not operate in this zone. Okay, so here productivity is not increasing, it is declining. So that is your stage 3. Now I hope this thing is clear to you, all the stages are clear to you. Okay students, so that was about the 3 stages of diminishing return. Now let us discuss the question based on this law. First is, according to law of diminishing return, in which of the following stage each unit of input leads to productive return, that is the rate of return is increasing. Okay, now the rate of return is increasing, so it will be your stage 1. Okay, right answer will be your stage 1. Now, okay, the option is not here, it will be, for instance, it is the stage 1. Okay, then we will be moving to next question, which says, according to law of diminishing return, in which of the following stage each unit of input lead to productive return but at decreasing rate. Now here you can see that it is leading to productive return but at a decreasing rate. So it is at your stage 2. Okay, we have discussed about the stage 2. Now moving on to the next question, which says, according to law of return, in which of the following stage productivity do not increase at all? Options are stage 2, stage 3, 4, 5, none of the above, and the right answer will be stage 3. Okay, here productivity is not increasing at all, rather it can go to negative. Okay, moving on to next question, which is for you, that which among the following are the factor of production in economics? Options are land, labor, capital, enterprise, all of the above. Okay, students, you have to do this question by yourself and do let me know the answer of this question in the comment box. And if you like our video, you have to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and to download the PDF of this lecture, you can join us on our Telegram channel. So that was all for this video, student. Thank you so much.